For those select few that are already initiated, you should already know what this is. And for those of you that aren't, just chill. See, we're gonna get to the other stuff in a minute, but what I'm always trying to get everybody to understand is everything is vibration. So I guess it ain't nothing else left to do. It's about that time for you to open up your ear and let me crawl into your mind. One time. Can't see me. I know you think you can hear me, but it ain't that. You gotta feel me. I am that Jones in your bone. I am your shadow side. What it was, y'all. Y'all already know who it is, and if not, you can just call me the king. And y'all tuned in with Priceless Knowledge of Self, and this right here, this ain't nothing but some cosmic insight. And hey, man, are y'all ready? Cause we finna take a plunge, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, shit's about to get real. We finna taste that darkness, cause this right here, this is a song about those people that have their north node in the 8th house and their south node in the 2nd house of their natal chart. And see, before I even go there, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to tell you a little bit about the north node. Then I'm going to tell you a little bit about the south node. Then I'm going to tell you a little bit on how us astrologers use the nodes. And then I might even tell you a little bit about the history and the mythology behind it if you just keep it cool. But either way it goes, you tuned in with one of the coldest in the game. So without wasting any more time, let's get this thing cracking. So, in astrology, your life's purpose is encoded in the north and the south node of the moon, or referred to as Rahu and Ketu, respectively, in Vedic astrology. And these right here are not actual celestial bodies. They're actually two mathematical points that fall directly opposite each other in the chart, and they create an axis of sorts. So, if your north node is in Scorpio, then your south node is in Taurus. And if your north node is in the 8th house, Then your south node is in the second house, and so on and so forth. And they really help us answer questions like, what am I supposed to do with my life? And what's my mission? And, why am I here? Why am I like this? And even what might I have been in past lives? Yeah, we're going to go there. And if you don't believe in reincarnation, I respect that. So we'll just call it your early days, okay? But I do. So I ask you to respect that too. So when we're looking at the North Node, this is where we need to be headed in this life right here. This is like the terrain that's calling our name, but getting to the top of that mountain is going to be like getting to the summit of Mount Everest, man. So you're probably going to have to lighten up your load, enlist some help, and make some sacrifices if you ever want to get to the top of that hill, Miss Wheezy. This right here is like your learning curve in a sense, because Rahu activities are going to require you to stretch out of your comfort zone. But once you do, you're going to be amazed at how empowered you feel. This right here is like the activation of your life's mission. And the sooner that you align yourself with this path, the more purpose-driven your life will become. And I still feel like you'll be able to fall back to that South Node energy as that ace in the hole or that fallback game at certain times in your life, even after you've made your way. But when we're looking at the North Node, it's pretty much like this, man. We often get caught up thinking that just because we're inherently good at some shit or because some shit comes naturally to us, that's what we're supposed to be doing with our lives. Yet a lot of times that easy shit, it just doesn't feel spiritually satisfying, because the simple fact is maybe we've already mastered that path enough times in past lives, and that's why that shit just comes naturally to us in this one. So what? It's time to do something else. Now, when we're looking at the South Node, this is your innate gifts, this is past life shit. This is going to fall directly opposite of the North Node, and it reveals the gifts that we brought into this life with us, man. It's our comfort zone. It's our little sweet spot. And, you're going to be innately good in these areas of life, which might even cause you to begin your early days, based on Ketu's energy. But, no matter how much achievements you get or what you think you're doing, it's never going to feel spiritually nourishing. And that's because it's basically on some been there, done that type shit. And, fucking with Ketu or the South Node, indeed you have, and probably in many lifetimes over and over and over again. So it's time to flip the script. It's time to use Ketu as a springboard into Rahu's destiny. You hear me? It's like the South Node is your little horoscope hometown and shit. So it's not necessarily the place that you want to stay forever, but it's definitely somewhere that you can go back to when you need to feel a sense of belonging or you need a boost, in that energy that you used to. Okay. And so us astrologers, we kind of use the nodes to determine what your destiny is in this life with the North Node and Rahu, or what you had going on in past lives with the South Node or Ketu. And these transits, they go about every 18 months or a year and a half. And hey, man, the nodes go well beyond just Western astrology and this life right here, because in Kabbalistic or Jewish astrology, they kind of focus primarily on the nodes, and they call the North Node your tikkun, or your correction. And it's the adjustment that your soul must make in this life in order to ascend. Now, in Vedic or sidereal astrology, they refer to as the North Node as Rahu. And that's the head or the beginning of the dragon. And it's all about drive, and there's no spirituality there. But they refer to as Ketu as the tail or the body of the beast. And it's all spirituality and no drive. And, hey, they take a lot more harsh view on the South Node's destiny. But no matter what way you look at it, this shit is crucial, man. And I always tell people when I'm giving them a natal chart interpretation that I could easily start or end my whole analysis with that one single factor, because it tells you what the fuck you need to be going on in this life right here. So in other words, this shit is crucial. This shit is absolutely crucial. So I definitely advise you to pay attention to it. All right. So let's calm it down and talk about what it means to have Rahu in the 8th house, or the North Node in the 8th house. Because, hey, before we take the plunge into sex and death and money and power and reveling in delectable darkness, I need you to first understand that this is about the major transformations that we go through as a soul in life, and learning how to cope with the terrifyingly uncomfortable feelings that come along with it. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, man. This one right here is scary, man. And there's going to be an innate tendency to want to sacrifice transcendental experiences for the comfort and safety of all kinds of stuff. And when I say comfort this time, I'm talking about material comfort, man. Cause, hey, this is a motherfucker. But if a motherfucker's too careful, they can find that they no longer allow themselves to feel anything deeply at all. And then they get the universe giving them something they can feel. And with this being the 8th house, it probably ain't gonna be nice at all. At all. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let you know now, man. People with Rahu here, they might as well buckle up because they're about to go through some shit in this life. Period, man. This is going to shake up their whole value system, and it's really going to force them to go through some deep transformations in the primordial part of themselves. And, hey, I don't want to scare nobody at all, but I got to keep it real because, more often than not, man, this right here, it's going to involve going through some traumatic experiences that are going to involve loss and abuse and brushes with death that really ultimately end up having these people learning how to learn their own value and realize that their value is intrinsic. And no matter what happens in life, they can always find strength within themselves. You feel me? So yeah, man, this motherfucker right here is interesting because, you know, people with this placement, they have always been strong and they've kind of conditioned themselves over many lifetimes to be self-reliant. So these are the type of motherfuckers that, you know, are very uncomfortable ever asking anybody for help. And, hey, and even giving it too sometimes when I think about it. But, it's time to flip the script on that shit, man, because learning how to share, hey man, that is one of the absolute most important lessons with this one because, hey, I'm not just talking about on a physical level, as in sharing material resources, but also on an intimate level with this one. Yeah, we finna go there, man. And, what that means is like, there's going to be an insatiable desire to merge that comes along with this one. But these people that have this placement, they often kind of let their fear of being too vulnerable get in the way of really having those experiences right there. So there's going to end up being events in this life that are going to, you know, put them in positions where they have to be vulnerable, where they have no choice because, hey, shit's going to get so crucial that they're going to need some help. They're going to need some help, man. Period, man. And how they handle that right there, it's everything. It's everything. Look, man, I'm going to tell you now, man. Y'all requested this, so I'm going to give you the truth. This one right here is not going to be an easy path for anybody. For anybody, man. There's going to be pain with this one. There's going to be mystical experiences that go along with this one that really just go beyond reason. Hey, man. And then there's always going to be that call from the abyss. It's going to be there. And, in this case, the universe is saying, answer it. Answer it, man. There's going to be a sexual awakening with this one. That's really going to, hey, man, that's really going to scare the motherfucker and really have you feeling like, man, I don't know how the fuck that turns me on, but it does. But it does, man. There's going to be a point in this life where they realize the truth and vulnerability. So they're going to feel the urge to learn everything they can about other people's hidden motivations. And yeah, man, but in the process, they're actually going to end up finding out way more about themselves than they're necessarily comfortable with too. But hey, man, they can't escape it. So they're just going to plunge deeper and deeper. And eventually, through all of that, they're going to end up unlocking a power from deep within themselves that goes well beyond pleasure and pain and life and death and dark and light and right and wrong and anything else within logical reasoning. Hey, man, this is a life of taboos. Can you handle? Now, when we flip the script on that and look at the karmic implications of having the second house south node, I really guess the first thing to keep in mind is that Ketu is our comfort zone. So with this being in the second house, hey man, it suggests that in the past lives, these motherfuckers right here were living comfortable for real. Because, hey, the second house is ruled by Taurus and Venus. So these folks right here, they've probably never had much of a lack of anything in the way of material possessions and creature comforts. Okay? But here's the thing. The problem is They got too comfortable, man. And, and then they just kind of started putting too much stock in the material shit. And they really put a lot of value in the things that they can see, touch, taste, smell, and hear. And, they forgot that all the material possessions in the world, they still can't save you from the pain of loss and tragedy or anything like that, man. They can't save you from anything, as a matter of fact, man. It's all still there. They forgot that building up walls, hey, man, they can't save you from turmoil that comes from within. I don't think y'all hear me though, man. These folks with this placement right here, they forgot that you can't buy happiness. And that's really because pain can always find you. Pain can always find you no matter where you at. They forgot about intimacy. They forgot about loving somebody so motherfucking much that it hurts. Hey, man, these folks right here, they're so motherfucking used to having it all that they forgot what true desire is. But the universe is about to make them want it. Yes, sir. Shit's about to get motherfucking real uncomfortable for them. I'm telling you. And even though it scares them, like I said, they just might end up asking, why the fuck is this turning me on? Or they just might end up asking, what the fuck am I even talking about? Because they don't believe a word I just said. They just ain't feeling it. But that's all right. The universe is going to make them feel it with this one. It's coming. How you handle it is everything. But I'm telling you now, it'll be all right either way. Because just because you built like that, you don't have to build like that. And what I mean is that we all have all this energy available to us. What you do with it is what you do with it. And even beyond that, it's not about what you do. It's about how you do it. And that's some priceless knowledge in itself. And there's been some priceless knowledge of self. Hey, this is the time that you should be hitting that like button because I know I went in, man. And you can hit the dislike button too, and we cool with that. The world needs haters. I love you too. Leave a comment, man. YouTube is about interaction, man. I need interaction so I can get out on this algorithm and we can do the goddamn thing. You feel me? If you think I'm fly, if you like my hat, tell me that. Just smile, man. Because at the end of the day, that's really all I need to be, is to smile on your face. I want to appreciate everybody for everything, man. For everything, man. If you fuck with me on any level, man, you already know what to do. If you're interested in any astrological readings whatsoever, you can hit me up in the comments below, but I'm going to direct you to my email, which is mr.turner1300@gmail.com. And I still got that sale going on right now for this time that we're in Mercury in Libra retrograde. But when it's over with, it's over with. So hit me up if you want to inquire about that. And hey, I also got the merch. And if you're looking for the merch, let me find a shirt, a hat or something on it. If you're looking for the merch, I will sell it to you. You feel me? And I want to see you in it. And I'd love to have your money. But I do have to tell you the truth in full disclosure. You can get all the merch you want. And hey, I promise you'll live delightful. But the fact of the matter is, this type of swag that I got, it's got to be in you and not on you. Let me put it in you.